Are you ready to put up with the strong performance of tablets? You'd better be, because this is the powerful and imposing top 10 best tablets of 2022. Number 10. Huawei MatePad 10.4 New Edition. This new tablet set out to be the best Huawei tablet available without raising the price, and it succeeded. It's a 10.4-inch screen with a resolution of 2000 by 1200 pixels, as well as a main camera and a selfie camera, both of which have 8 megapixels, so photos will be quite good. If you want maximum performance, I can tell you that its processor is the cutting-edge Kirin 820 GPU Mali G57. It has 4GB of RAM and MY 10.1 Android 10 AOSP software, so you can use all of your apps without issue. Of course, because this is a Huawei tablet, you won't have access to Google Play. This tablet is fantastic, and you can choose between two storage options, 64GB or 128GB for a reasonable price starting at $300. Number 9. Xiaomi Pad 5. Because Xiaomi needs to make the most out of its resources, we are still in China. The image quality on its 11-inch screen, which has a resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels, is impressive. Thanks to its 13-megapixel rear camera and 8-megapixel front camera, you can also take fantastic pictures and make incredible videos. Its 8-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 860 processor and MIUI 12.5 operating system for Xiaomi Pad, which is based on Android 11, provides excellent performance. This incredible Xiaomi proposal is priced starting at $390, which is quite reasonable considering it has 6GB of RAM and storage options of 128GB and 256GB. Isn't it incredible? To compete with the tablets that will follow, no brand can save anything. Number 8. Microsoft Surface Pro 8. Things pick up here. The Surface Pro 8 has 512GB of internal storage, expandable to 1TB. By adding an SSD, this can be increased to 256GB. Is this still considered a tablet? It is a very powerful Intel i7 185G7 processor, the Windows 11 home operating system, and 32GB of RAM. It also has a 13-inch screen with a resolution of 2880 by 1920 pixels for photos and videos. It has a 10-megapixel rear camera with 4K video recording capability and a 5-megapixel front camera. It's such a powerful tablet that it functions almost like a laptop without a keyboard. The number of ports is its defining feature. There are 2 USB-C ports, 1 mini jack, 1 Surface Connects, 1 nano SIM slot, and 1 Type-C port. It is available for purchase beginning at $1,245 which is a bit pricey but reflects its excellent value. Number 7. Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. This tablet can only be described in one word: massive. The resolution of its 14.6 megapixel Super AMO LED screen is 2960 by 1848 pixels. It is not only massive but also extremely powerful. Its rear camera has a 6 megapixel wide angle and the front camera has a 12 megapixel wide angle, so video calls will be excellent. It has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor and an Android 12 UI 4-tab operating system, which complements its 16GB of RAM and internal storage of up to 512GB, which can be expanded via the micro SD card slot. The only thing that might bother you is its weight, which is probably a little heavy for you. Number 6. Microsoft Surface Go 3. Unlike the 7th and 8th Titans, this Microsoft tablet does not require a large size to stand out. The Surface Go 3 is a less expensive, smaller solution that is just as reliable. With an Intel Pentium Gold 6500Y processor and a Windows 11 Home S Mode operating system, this 10-inch tablet with a resolution of 1920 by 1280 pixels maintains impressive power. Its 8GB of RAM provides a lot of flexibility when using your apps and has internal storage of up to 128GB, which can be expanded with an SSD. Concerning the cameras, this could be a weakness. It is a 5-megapixel front-facing camera and an 8-megapixel rear camera. They do, however, support 1080p video recording and come with a Windows Hello facial recognition system. Don't you think it's fantastic? You can also get it for $460. Number 5. Amazon Fire HD 10 Plus. this tablet is only $180, which is incredible. Techies will remember the Amazon Fire 7 for its low price and competitive functionality. The Fire HD 10 Plus, on the other hand, has arrived to take its place. This 10.1-inch tablet is small and inexpensive. The tablet has a 1900 by 1200 pixel resolution, a 2 GHz octa-core processor, a Fire OS operating system, 4 GB of RAM, and 32 GB of internal storage that can be expanded to 1 TB. Even though its 5 megapixel rear camera and 2 megapixel front camera could be better, the Fire HD 10 Plus offers perhaps the best price-quality relationship on the list and weighs only 1.02 pounds for $180. Number 4. Lenovo Yoga Tab 11. When it comes to a price-quality relationship, we can't leave out the Yoga Tab 11 because it brings an intriguing proposal to meet all of your needs. Its 11-inch screen has a resolution of 2000 by 1200 megapixels, allowing you to capture high-quality images in a small package. It has 8 GB of RAM and up to 256 GB of internal storage, which can be expanded with a micro SD card. The rear and front cameras both have 8 megapixels, everything for the reasonable price of $370. Then, there are two strong variations of the Yoga Tab. The first is the 11 Plus, which costs $300 and boosts the rear's camera resolution to 13 megapixels while reducing RAM to 6 GB. The second model is the Yoga Tab 13, which has a 13-inch screen and a Snapdragon 870 processor. Which one would you pick? Please let me know in the comments. Number 3. Apple iPad 2021. Yes, this iPad has a year 2021 in its name, but don't be fooled. Just because it came out a while ago doesn't mean it shouldn't be on this list. How should I put it? This iPad has everything. Its 12 megapixel front camera is ideal for video calls and its 8 megapixel rear camera is adequate for photography. The iPad 2021 is powered by the A113 Bionic chip, which provides excellent support along with the iPad OS 15 operating system. It is portable due to its 10.2-inch Retina display and a high resolution of 2160 by 1620 pixels. In terms of storage options, this model has up to 256 GB of storage space, which is a lot of features for a device that only costs $400. Before moving on to the next number, I'd like to mention the iPad mini and iPad Pro, which are nearly identical and could easily rank 5th and 6th on this list. But don't you think that would be totally pointless? Number 2. Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. Have you heard the expression, less is more? The nice, gorgeous, amazing Galaxy Tab S8 at number 2 is a good example. We saw its version on steroids at an exorbitant price, but the standard version is simply superior. It's 11 inches smaller and its portability has improved without sacrificing its resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels. It also has a powerful Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor and the Android 12 One UI 4-tab operating system. It has a 13 megapixel rear camera with a 6 megapixel wide-angle lens and a 12 megapixel front camera. So far, everything is nearly identical to its cousin, except that this model costs only $800. So you can see the significant price difference here, as the Ultra version costs $1,210. Another distinction is that it has 12 GB of RAM, which is slightly less than the Ultra. By the way, this is imperceptible in use. It has a storage capacity of up to 256 GB, which can be expanded with a micro SD card. So the Galaxy Tab S8 is fantastic. It's less expensive and more compact. If you dislike the Bit and Apple brands, you can swap numbers 1 and 2. However, there are some details about the next number to consider. Number 1. Apple iPad Air. This number will be too highly controversial, but here it is. So Apple's 2022 iPad Air measures 10.9 inches and has a resolution of 2360 by 1640 pixels. So this iPad Air and the Galaxy Tab S8 are tied in image quality, though the iPad is better in portability by 0.1 inch. On the other hand, its 8 GB of RAM is slightly higher than that of the Tab S8, and its storage option is 256 GB, which falls short as well. But the iPad Air will overcome those issues and take advantage of its 8-core M1 processor, equipped with the iPad OS 15 operating system, allowing it to be slightly better than Samsung's proposal regarding the cameras. They've tied once more because both the front and rear cameras on the iPad Air have 12 megapixels. You know what? This is too close, but there's a significant price difference. The iPad Air starts at $710, which is nearly $100 less than the Galaxy Tab S8. And that's it. That is a distinction. What else is there to say? When I compared them, that's what I got. iPad Air or the Galaxy Tab S8 takes first place. It is entirely up to you. Now that's all for today. Have you enjoyed the video? Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in our next video.